This is the oncoming storm. Like and subscribe to this video so that we can start giving you free stuff. Definitely, that's coming. Today I'm just going to kind of walk through with you, have a few strange thoughts. We need to knock out the dungeon descent. We got about 2 hours. Hopefully it won't take that long. It's pretty much guaranteed not to take that long. I know I was telling people not to use the female Devala in the dungeon descent, but once you get her up high enough, the Dark Queen's able to do it too, without absolutely ruining your runs. Yes, I've started calling her the Dark Queen, because that's really what she is. She's taken over in a number of different fields. She's good almost everywhere once you have enough vigor in her. And as anyone who's watched me knows, whenever I do the dungeon descent, it's literally just time to get as much free as we can and roll. I don't like to waste time here. And if they're going to offer me this one so early, let's hit it. Yes, female Devala is an extraordinary champion, and she's much stronger than pretty much everyone else once you have enough involved with her. Now please note, that is, we've got good gear. Wow, we'll do the control effects, because stuns and silences are control effects. Once you have enough gear on her, you have good weapons, you have good vigor, and yes, I know the vigor system has been changed. They took away some of the things that were helping us move through the vigor system faster, but I'll tell you, if you get her to 40 vigor, even to 30 vigor, she becomes effective in almost every mode. Getting her to 100 vigor, yeah, that puts her competitive with literally everything. I've been thinking as we go along, one of the things that's really hard to work with gacha games is realizing that eventually they all get a little duller. We all lose their shine, and people start falling off. I've been seeing a number of people on my server, I don't know about others, dropping off. And I'm sorry to see that. But the simple fact is, the design of a gacha game, of all these games actually, kind of pushes towards eventual boring. They get, okay, I'm doing the same thing, and they're extremely addictive at the beginning. Extremely. Why do you think people keep re-rolling in one game after another? They go and they play and they play and they play and they play, and they just kind of blow everything up. The simple fact is, people like to make progress. And where every gacha game designer has messed up, and I mean everyone, including this one, because I think it's really sad, they let the pace of rewards slow down to a crawl. Now, yes, I know what I'm presenting is a concept that may not work, but in the first week, your first day playing most of these games, you're going to get in there, you're going to play. Hey, look, there's our boss. And you're going to get at least 2 levels on everything you collect. You're going to collect new stuff, there's shiny items, there's fun play modes, there's different things to do, and you're learning about the game. So, what happens as you get to end game, as people like to refer to it? Wow, they are just giving me trash. Alright. Is because things have slowed down, people start becoming bored. And they're like, oh, well, we'll put up a paywall. We'll make it so you can pay and make things go faster. Well, you didn't make us pay from square one. No, you wanted to get me addicted first. Alright, so here we are. We're later in the game. We end up... Advancements in the game take so very much to do anything that you start feeling like you're not doing anything at all. Now, we only have 441 gold, so we need to see about if we can pull some free gold here quick. You have to have at least 800 gold when you get to the 5th floor. Or else you can't buy one of the items. Reduces health of all enemies. Yeah, that's at least the damage on your opponent. Let's see. As you can see, I just go through this, and it's fairly quick. We're gonna hit one more. Take a shot at opening up. That's over half the map. So we make it to where all of this takes so much time and so many resources that the game becomes almost more like a job than this. Let me give you an example. Alright, I'm working on bringing my female Trevane up to 14 stars. What am I looking at? I'm looking at making 6 5-star female Trevanes, and then 5 more 5-star fodder to be able to do that. Do you think most people can do that in a week? The advancement to your team has become so slow, and this is what causes people to fall off. The people that you addicted in the first place are by their nature impatient and easily excited. So why can't we figure out ways to make upgrades to the teams that can happen on a regular basis, even as we grow bigger and bigger? This is where the gacha games go wrong. And the answer isn't, hey, let's give them new stuff to build, because people get attached to things that they've built. We know that. So what you need to do is make it so that we can continue to make big progress on a regular basis. I mean, every day, all week, every day, all the time. We still don't have our 800. We cannot leave this level without it. Alright. So we got our 800. We got our damage. We'll hit the boss, and then we're moving on. We didn't want to sign up for a new job that takes 24 hours a day to play. Game modes like this one, like the Dungeon Descent, they have their place, but they're not exactly what we are all looking for either. And I think that's what everybody was trying to say to the developers whenever we said, no, we didn't like Guild Wars with these long walk times. We don't want the game to tie up our whole lives. We want to be able to move forward. But we want, if we sit here and decide we want to spend 12 hours today playing the game, we want some options of things to do. Alright, we got a potion of rage right out of the blocks. That's always good. Alright, we're out of coins. What do we got? We've got 80s. Gotta grab the rings. I like the wedding rings. You can take or leave the 80%. I'm a little low on diamonds today, so we're gonna just go. We're just moving forward. But yeah, I think that what is being missed is we attract one person with our advertising. Hey, we'll come get you in, play for free, we'll be free to play friendly. We're going to make it so that everybody has an opportunity to advance, whether they have big money or not. Because you will have some people come in and spend money on your game. It's just how it is. I don't care if all you're doing is offering them a different color of rainbow hair for your character. They will have something that they will come up with an excuse. Oh, I've got to have that. That's a political statement. That's this. That's whatever. So what do? All right, we're getting to a point, at least I am, where I have a pretty solid control on what my daily things are for this game. I can go in and do most of what needs to be done to play the game right in just a couple hours in the day. Oh, Lionstone. So how do we move forward? Well, I like the game. I enjoy it. I think it's well built. I think it gives us a lot of opportunities to do fun things. I think that what happens with all of these is at a point you make the progress so high for the bar to accomplish your next step. Well, we're going to use the one they gave us as opposed to putting ours back up there for the moment to get a little health. That people just quit. You eventually get tired of the game. What's making you tired of the game? Well, there's not enough flash. There's not enough excitement. You want to get people that come to the game and they stay with you for good. The best answer to that, the absolute best answer to that, is keep the game running close to the pace that you had whenever they got hooked in the first place. And that's what everybody seems to miss. I understand to do that you have to take a look at certain things. You have to go, oh, well, what are we going to do? Female Devala, she's a good point of it. She is a shiny add-on to the game that everybody was like, ooh, how exciting. Let's do this. Okay, but you have to have things that keep coming. And they can't all be tied to a paywall. If the game doesn't stay exciting and fun, that we continue to make progress as we move through, eventually everybody's going to leave. Because we get to a point, okay, we hit max level with the characters we want. There's nothing stronger. We've already hit the best there is. Why would we go forward? So, my thoughts on this are quite simply, you want to hold on to people? You want to keep them playing? Stop making it to where every move forward is so expensive and so difficult that the people have to tie themselves up for weeks or months to make progress. Because, let's be honest, nobody wants to do it. We didn't sign on and play your game because it looked like it would take years to make any progress. That's just not what anybody wants. So, for anybody out there who's thinking of building a game, thinking of moving things forward in this particular arena, I hope you hear this. I hope you take this into account. Don't build your opening for the game to be so different than your close that they're almost unrecognizable. Your end game should move like your original start off did. We'll get some splash damage going. Alright, so we're making our way through Dungeon Descent. Yeah, like I said, it's the goal here isn't to see how long we can take to do things, or how long we can take to go through here. And yeah, we're going to have stuff die as we go, because I'm really just not paying attention, not going out of my way to build everything. And you can do this way. Does it matter? Okay, we got that. We've got another heal. We've got... all we're doing here, what we all want, is for the game to stay as energetic and exciting and fun on day 91 that it was on day 1. And I think that none of the developers have found a pattern to make that work. We don't want to have to start over every day. Although, to be fair, roguelikes are very popular. I like to be able to make progress. I like to feel like things are moving forward, like we're doing things that are going to matter to the account, without feeling like I have to devote day and night to the game. And if I do, I should get some advantages for that. If I spend money on your game, yeah, I should get some advantages for that. But it shouldn't be to the point where the person who spends can do everything and the person who doesn't is left out. You shouldn't make a situation where the spenders can get so much power above the non-spenders they don't want to play anymore. Well, I thought I'd hit the boss. And people don't want to spend most people won't spend just to have cosmetics. Some will. So there has to be some advantage. Okay, maybe I can do something a day or two sooner because I spent money on your game. What are you looking for? What is this going to be? How do we make a difference for everyone? I know, this isn't exactly my normal Let's Play talk, but it's really been bothering me recently that as you make progress into a game that no matter how much you liked it on day one, if it gets bogged down and slow and the progress becomes backbreaking and annoying, you can start thinking, hey, maybe it's time to go. And this is where I think the gotcha idea falls apart a little bit. Well, you only need to collect 200 of these now to make that next step. Nobody wants to collect your 200 items. They just don't. Nobody wants to take the time and do that. We want the thing to still be exciting and new and fun on a day-to-day basis. Maybe add in modes that give us randomness that isn't in the games right now. There has to be a way to make the games continue to be exciting and have some difficulty tied into them. See, well, look at this. We're burning right through the dungeon descent. We're 20 minutes in. And what do we got? Okay, we're already off to... Okay, out of those, we're going to take a crit rate. Why am I talking about all this? Because the fact is, all of us... Okay, don't like that. We're going back. We need the energy gem. All of us want this game to succeed. All of it. That's the truth. We play this game because we want it to do well. When we start seeing errors in the coding, problems with how things are done, the developers seem to be dealing with more complaints than anything else. What do we need? We need something new and shiny. Give me the shiny. Give me the shining that has meaning. Okay, well, what do we need? Well, maybe this week we need to add... Oh, what a neat idea. Every week you add some kind of new... This is only available through this new game mode. It adds to your character, it gives them an additional... whatever. Maybe 5% health, 5% attack, maybe a new relic. And have them come and go. You know, it's not a matter of, hey, it all has to be here every minute of every day. It doesn't all have to be there all the time. Why aren't there 12 new events every other week? Why are they all set so far apart? Why are we trying to stretch the game when we could make the game move faster for the people who got addicted to a game that moved very quickly on day one? Psychology says, don't change what works. Why do all these games end up dying? Because they change what works. I don't need a second rage potion. They're not completely useless, but most of the time, they're not worth the effort. There's the energy gem. Alright. So, if you notice, I did not. Yeah, we're going to buy that too. I did not move forward past this. Because if you move forward past that row, then what's in the store locks. So, these are just my thoughts. I love this game. I really do. I think that it has potential. I think that some of the things that have been going on recently, where we've had difficulty with coding issues, problems, slow play, making the progress just take way too long, all these things have caused people to become less enthralled with the game that they all enjoyed in the first place, or they wouldn't be playing at all. So what did they enjoy? We enjoyed fast-paced action with some progress and reward for it. The rewards don't even have to be massive, but they have to be real. They have to make a difference. Okay. We're going to have her die if we keep her there, so we're going to pull out and put in one of the other female lion stones we've picked up and keep rolling. But they have to make a difference immediately. It can't be, hey, we need to collect 15 top-tier characters to make this to all meld into one, and hopefully that'll be good enough. That's no good. That's not what we want. We want something that each thing makes an incremental increase. Maybe 0.1% damage increase. But we get flash, we get reward, we get excitement. Oh, participating here, continuing to participate in this game mode gets you whatever. I like the Reaper's side, helps us move faster. You notice we're not trying to roll, we're trying to roll this through. And I really don't believe we need to be doing this for 8 hours. So, we're going to use our health. And if you notice, the things have started moving a lot faster, because with the energy gem and the potion of rage, you go through, you ultimate. As soon as the first round of ultimates ends, it's time for the next round of ultimates. Stupid Tidestorm killed my Lionstone. Don't care. Yeah, reducing attack's actually a good one. All we're going to do here is see if we can get a few extra health pools. Nothing. Okay. Check our bag. Hey, look, we've got some health pools. Restores all champions' health by 5%. Use. Alright, what else we got? Okay, use. We want to bring her up. I want her to be healthy enough that she doesn't die on the first hit. Because we haven't found... Well, that's always good. Oh no, I forgot to put in my female Lionstone. And you make mistakes when you rush. I understand that. But I think that psychologically, the games always get you excited at the beginning and then drop off. And rather than work on figuring out a way to keep people playing and keep them excited, most people are just like, okay, well, I got my money out of them, now let's churn for the next one. Well, churn and burn works to a degree, but it's not going to keep you going indefinitely. At some point, people get fed up. So what do we need to do? We need the games to actually kind of look at everybody and say, hey, how do we make this better? That was a really seriously hard-hitting group. So what do we need to do? We're going to bring that up. We've got another lionstone. Bring in a fulgur. And we're off again. I think that the last group may have accomplished charming one of my guys. And down everybody went. We want to love your games. To every developer out there, we want to stay excited and moving forward. So what can we do to make the games stay fun, fast-paced, tie up a little of our time each day that we want to continue doing it, give a little minor rewards to people that keep after it, but mostly just keep us entertained. See, that's all any of us are really asking for out of these games, and I don't know why it's so hard. We want to have fun. So who do we need to bring up? I guess we need to bring you back up. Okay, no, cancel. I don't want to drop it. I want to use it. I want to give it to her. Oh, I should have done the mail Aeson. No, it's my fault. I'm not paying enough attention. So since we don't have the male Aeson, we'll use the female Lycan, help reduce some of their damage output. I guess all I'm trying to say to you is, we want something to be fun. We really don't care about all the drama. Most of us. We're perfectly happy to have no drama-free play. So what are you going to do? How can you make the games continue to stay fast-paced and relevant, continue to allow us to make a little bit of progress on a daily basis, so that we never feel like, hey, we're just wasting our time, without making it so grudgingly hard to make progress. That's all. I guess I thank y'all for listening to me. I think it's important that we have some of this out, because I don't want to see the game die, and people are leaving. So what can we do to help? Well, we make things more fun, more enjoyable, faster paced, more exciting. And I guess we'll take the battle axe. We might have gotten the battle axe already. Oh well. That revives everybody. And if anybody ever watches, you'll see that things go wrong. We have people die. Things aren't always easy. You can make your way through the dungeon descent. You can make this work. Somebody will be alive. Extra female landstones they're very good if things start going awry. One of the things I usually try to pick up is the healing gems. I think they're called the Gem of Wrath or something like that. That helps you move through. What do you want the world to be? Well, rather than look at what's wrong and say, oh, well, there's nothing I can do about it, I'm simply saying to all of you, there are things we can do about it, but we got to get people on board, recognizing that we don't want things to stay the way they are. A number of games have gone out of business because, oh, well, nobody wanted to deal with all the crazy they kept adding. If you add enough crazy, everybody runs away. I love how they keep getting my lion stones. I pick up one after another out of the things, and what do? We'll just kill those too. No, it's not the stone of life. Alright, so now we heal some stuff. Pick up an extra Ignis just in case. Alright, what's coming up next? Let's just burn through these male Ignises. But this is how you just make your way through. You keep making decisions. We already have an energy gem. This is one of the relics that there's no point in having multiples of. What are you going to do? Have an extra ultimate skill in 5 seconds? No, it's not going to happen. Alright, health of the teammates, defense in the background. We'll give health to our teammates in the front. And we'll put... Are we down to... Okay, we're down to 5. couple enemies, and we're making our way through. So, do I love this game? I very much enjoy this game. I continue to make content for this game because I very much enjoy this game. Those aren't what we're looking for. At this point, we're looking for something that'll... the Stones of Hell, the Wrath, I believe they're called. Lots of attack, but even that's not going to keep us alive. We want to finish the dungeon. That's not what we're looking for either. The Devala is not unbreakable. Although some people have said it. If you haven't checked out my video, go do that. Seriously. There are options. There are answers. And they aren't just, I can make a stronger Devala than somebody else. Still no stone. When you're looking for a specific relic, you can end up running around like this for a little bit. But I have to say that I don't know what they're using as the metric, but every week the dungeon descent gets harder. See, we don't want content that we can't get through. But we want something fun. We want stuff with quick rewards. That keeps us moving forward. There. Crystal of Wrath. That's the one I was looking for. Then we'll take total damage increase. What do we got left? We got 400 left. Yeah, we'll take damage reduction and health increase. We'll just take it all. Alright, so we'll buy you. We're not buying the rings at that price. And we're off. Let's see how far we can get on just the two of them. Yeah, it happens. Alright. So now we reach into our item bag. Talisman of Revival revives all defeated champions with 50% health. Use. And let's help her stay alive. And we're back to our main team. once you have this trio of relics, it's pretty much a done deal. And I've been talking a lot, so I'm going to wish you all a happy day. And I am going to let you go because we want the content to stay exciting. And I kind of feel like I've been ranting a little bit. Just some random thoughts, things that I think need to be said, and I don't know who to say them to. So there you go. Oh, and for anybody who cares to listen, and is still listening at this point, if I was going to change one thing to try and bring the female Devale back in line and make her more effective without nerf her a little bit without destroying her entirely, which I know is what some people want to do, is destroy her entirely. The big change I would make to her is to have her stop generating ultimate energy while she is untargetable in the blood pool during her ultimate. I think that would balance her fairly quickly and make her work well. It's just my 2 cents on the whole situation. So there you go. What do I think? I think the game is in an okay spot, but it's not in the best spot. I want it to be better. I want it to stand out. I want it to be as fun as it was the day I played it first and went, oh, this is exciting. And we pull through. And now we're just the dungeon descent, once we get to this point, just devolves into where is the boss for the level. And we're just making our way through the end. Like I said, it just kind of becomes a done deal once you have those 3 relics in place. And all we're really doing is hunting for where is the boss. But I thought it would be nice to bring you in for the end. Last floor. You were so kind as to sit there and walk with me through the rest. There's no sense in grabbing gold. We have more than enough damage to blow them up, so now it's just time to finish this. I do have to say I like the female Devala's animation going into her ultimate. But I realized, as I was about to finish this, it wouldn't have been quite fair for you to wonder, did I make it? The answer is yes, we made it. I look forward to talking to you again soon. You have a wonderful day. This has been The Oncoming Storm.